Hello guys, welcome back to our channel CSE Concepts with Parinita. Guys, as you can see here, today's video is all about array. So guys, in today's video, we are actually going to see the overview of array. Apart from that, we will also see arrays in C language. That means what? Let me give you an overview that in today's video what we are going to do is, if you are preparing for any exam or interview and you want to learn about arrays, in today's video we are going to clear all your concepts regarding array, from basic to expert level. What is array, what is there inside it, why is it used, what is the syntax, everything, advantages and all. So we will learn all the concepts of array. Apart from that, we will see some of the syntaxes, how we can write or declare and deal with arrays in C language, because as we know C language is the most basic, and if you know these things, these concepts, you can work with arrays with the help of any language very easily. Okay, so if you have not yet subscribed our channel, please subscribe the channel. Please share this video with all your friends, so that the more views I will get the confidence that okay, my videos are actually helping you out, and it will actually motivate me to make more and more videos on data structures and algorithms. Okay guys, so without any wasting any more time, let's start. What is array? So array is mainly needed for storing more than one data item of similar data type. Okay, so see guys, I have already underlined, concentrate on these keywords. With the help of array, we are talking about data structures, right? So array is one of the data structures, as I have already told you. If I want to give you the categories, so the category you can use is, array is actually linear data structure. We have already learned about linear and non-linear. Okay, so array is a linear data structure, and also out of static and dynamic type, we can say that array is static data structure. That means what? It is static because in array we will declare the size at the compile time only, and it is linear data structure because in array the elements are added sequentially. Fine. Okay, now as we go further, you will get better idea. Array is used for storing more than one data item of similar data type. So if you are having multiple data, let's say if you are having 10 numbers, 58, 67, 32, like this, if you are having 10 numbers, that means what? You are having multiple data items of the same data type. That means all the numbers should be of integer size, and if you want to store these multiple data items, you can use array. Okay, let's say if I am having 100 students in my class and I want to store their name in one place, so I can use a string type of array, okay, or of character type. You can learn about it later. So kind of I can store the name of 100 different students in one single array. We can give the name of the array as student name. Okay, so array simplifies our task in many ways. So in this way we can store more than one data item of similar data type in array. Okay, now if we talk about the memory of array, elements are stored in adjacent memory locations. That means you must be knowing about memory, right? So if we talk about computer memory, in array, no matter how many items we are storing, let it be 5 or 10 or 100, they are always stored in adjacent memory locations. Okay, adjacent memory locations means continuous memory locations are there. Now if I quickly compare it and give you a clear idea, if we talk about LinkedIn, I have already told you, sorry, linked list. If we talk about linked list, I have already told you about linked list, right? We have seen that linked list is a dynamic data structure. So in case of linked list, we are having the memory locations of the elements are scattered, right? Let's say in one memory location one is there, in 10th memory location another item is there, in 15th memory location another item is there, and ultimately these three items of the linked list are connected. These nodes are connected, something like that. Okay, but what happens in array? one, if there are 3 elements, one element will be at 1, 2 and third will be at 3. So we are having continuous memory locations for array. If we are having 100 items, then 100 items will also be located continuously. So this is again a very important point to remember, because in exams or interviews they do ask such things. Okay, so here whatever points we are covering, consider that they are very, very important points. Okay, now total number of elements is equal to length, means the total number of elements that we are storing in an array, that is known as length of the array. So if we are storing 5 elements, the length of the array will be 5. If we are storing 10 elements, the length of the array will be 10, like that. Okay, so we call it as the length of the array. Now moving forward, different operations on array elements can be done based on their position, that is called index or subscript. Now again, this is an important point, index or subscript. So what happens in array? Let's say we are having 10 elements. Now every element will be having their fixed position, and based on the position of any element, we can fetch them, we can change them, we can delete them, or we can do any other operation, right? So if we want to do any operation, if we want to do any operation on the elements of the array, they can be done based on their position. For example, let's say if we talk about us human beings, we all are living in our home, right? And the particular address of our home, like if anyone wants to meet you, they should know your address and then they can come to your at home to meet you. Similarly, for any element of the array, we should know their position, and if we know the position of the element in that array, we can anyhow do any operation on it. Fine. And that position we are talking about, particular position of the elements in the array, is known as index or subscript, but most frequently we are calling it index only. Okay, let's see the example, it will give you very clear idea. Let's say I am having one array and the array is written as A of 5. Now when I am writing A of 5, A is the name of my array, right? This is my array name. A is the name of my array and 5 is the length of the array. We have already talked about length. That means what? This array of name A will contain 5 different elements. Okay, so I can represent my array as A of 5. Now, so this is how array name is represented. This is how length of the array is represented. Now, let's say the content of this array A, that means the 5 elements are V, W, X, Y, Z. Let's say these are the 5 different elements that are present inside our A of 5, A array. Okay. Now, out of these 5 elements, these are the actual elements. Okay, V, W, X, Y, Z, these are the actual elements or the actual contents of this array A. Now, as we have talked, every element is having their own position or index. Now, one very, very important point to remember is the index of the array always starts with 0. Okay, and as I told, the memory locations are always adjacent or continuous. So the first index is 0. Similarly, the second index, the index of the second element is 1. Index of the third element is 2. Similarly, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on. Got it? So A is your array name, 5 is your length. V, W, X, Y, Z is are your elements or content of the array, and 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 are actually the indexes of your elements. Now that means what? If this length of your array, that is 5, let's say it is n. Okay, if your length of the array is n, your index of the elements will range from 0 to n minus 1. Okay. That means what? Here the length of our array is 5. So the index is ranging from 0 to n minus 1. That is 0 to 5 minus 1, 0 to 4. Got it? This is again a common question that is generally asked in form of MCQs or in Viva also. Okay. So if, let's say if the length of your array is 10, your index will range from 0 to 9. If it is 50, 0 to 49 similarly. Okay. So based on the index, using this index, we can do any operation on our array elements. You will get a clear idea when we will see the examples later. For any language, the concept of the array is same, but the ways of declaring and initializing is different. So guys, these are the important points we are learning, because once you learn these concepts about array, you will get to know everything about array, and the concept of the array remains same no matter which language you are using to implement them. Only the, let's say, declaration way will be different, initialization way will be different, little bit of syntax will be different, but the concept of array will remain the same. Okay, and my main intention is to clear your concept so that you can implement it easily no matter what the language or platform is. Now if we talk about the advantages of array, the advantages are very simple. We can store multiple values in a single variable. As we can see here, in a single variable a, that is our array name, we are storing 5 different values. Similarly, we can store 10, 15, 100, 1000, 10,000 values also. Okay, so in case of array, we can store multiple values in a single variable. So that is one very big advantage. Then sorting and searching values is easier. How? With the help of index. Fine. So as we are having fixed index associated with every element, sorting and searching of these values becomes easier. Similarly, operations on the elements is also easy. Let's say if I want to add 10, 10 to all of them. So it is very simple. I want to add I want to do plus 10. So a of 0 plus 10, a of 1 plus 10, a of 2 plus 10. So every kind of operation, any arithmetic operation or sorting or searching, everything becomes easy in case of array with the help of these indexes. Okay, so these are the 3 main advantages of array. Now if we talk about arrays in C, as I told, if these concepts are clear, if you very well know what array is, you can easily work with arrays with the help of any language. But still, here we are seeing the syntax of C language while using array, so that you will get a basic idea, and then if you want to work with any other language, you can easily do that. So quickly let's see the syntaxes of array if we are using, or if we are implementing it using C language. Okay, let's say declaration. So when initially you want to declare the array, you can declare it as double price of 5. So here double means this will be your data type. Which kind of data type, which type of data you want to enter. Like here we are having if they are character, so here we are inserting character data type. If I am having number like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I want to store the number, it will be integer data type of array. Okay, similarly here we are wanting to store price. So this price is actually my array name, this double is actually my data type, and this 5 is actually the length of your array. Okay, so data type, your array name, and then the length. Then if we talk about initialization, double of price of 5, double price of 5, that means we are doing the same thing, data type, then array name, and then size is equal to, while initializing the array, we are giving the data. So I am wishing to initialize one array of price, and so the length is 5. So what I am doing, I am giving 5 different prices. So let's say 10, 20, 15.5, 5, 5. These are my 5 different prices that I want to store in my array of price. And here the data type is double, so I may have the float values or the integer values. Okay, then accessing element. Let's say if you want to access any particular element from your array, and let's say you want to assign it to somewhere. So I am taking just one variable, that is biscuit price, double biscuit price. Now I want to declare what my biscuit price is, and what I am writing, double biscuit price is equal to price of 0. Now price of 0 means what? As I told, the index of the array always starts with 0. So this will become my price of 0, price of 1, price of 2, price of 3, and price of 4. So here I have written price of 0, that means this 10. So with the help of this line, this value price of 0, that means this value 10 will be assigned in the variable biscuit price. So my biscuit price will become 10 rupees. Got it? It is that simple. Changing the value. Now while initializing, I have already given 5 different values to my array. But let's say if tomorrow I realize that I want to change the price of 1. Price of 1 means this value, price of 0, then price of 1. Let's say if I want to change it later, I can easily do so by just writing price of 1 is equal to 55. Simple. So initially my price of 1 was 20, but then I have simply written this and changed my price of 1 value from 20 to 55. So the new value of price of 1 is 55. Okay. So this is all about simple arrays. Now quickly if I talk about multi-dimensional array. So this array that we talked about, and normally we are using this only, was one-dimensional array. But there are certain cases, some of the cases where we do need multi-dimensional array. Let's say 2D array, 3D array, 4D array, like that. So if you know about 2D array, you can easily work with multiple also. So what happens in 2D array? You can initialize them, you can declare them like that. Data type, that is float, then x is my array name, and here number of rows and number of columns based on your requirement. So if I am writing x of 3 and 2, so 3 is my number of columns, so it will make one array, 2D array, like this. 3 columns and 3, the first one is for number of rows, so 3 rows and 2 columns. Okay, so your index will be like actually 0. The index will always start with 0, so 0, 1, 2. This will be your index, and this side 0 and 1 will be your index. Now when you want to give value to it, so you can initialize them like this. Int x of 3 and 2 is equal to, these are the 3 rows that you are defining, and every row will have 2 values. So in curly bracket, 2 value, comma 2 value, comma 2 value, and end. Right? So here 0, 1, so it will initiate your value like this, 0, 1, 2, 3, 2, 0. Fine. Similarly, this is 2D array, you can use 3D array, 4D array as per your requirement. But mostly we are using normal array or 2D array. These are most commonly used in our applications. Fine. So I hope with the help of this single video I am able to give you overall idea of array that can help you in your exams as well as in any competitive exams or interview that you are appearing for. If you need any more clarity or any more topic, please let me know in the comment section, and please share this video with all your friends. Thank you so much.